Hey everyone, I'm outside because it's pretty nice out. So yeah, I watched the next Wild Force episode, The Wolf Warrior. Was that it? I can't remember now what the title of the episode was. I didn't bring my DVD box with me up here. Okay, anyway. Summary. Zanaku is still under Nazor's control and he hands over the Wild Zord crystals that he's collected so far, showing that he's still under the control of that bug that Nazor unleashed on him. So then, let's see. The Rangers are up on the Animarium, they're talking to Shayla, and Shayla has finally remembered who Merrick is, and possibly Zanaku's counterpart. So we finally see Zanaku's entire backstory all fold out right here. It's really cool to see. Let's see. So he was once Merrick, one of the Animarium warriors, and in the ancient battle of Master Org, he knew of this wolf mask that Nazor had for some reason. Whatever. He goes and he steals the wolf mask from Nazor, and Nazor is kind of like, whatever. Like, I wonder if Nazor knew that the wolf mask would corrupt him. So anyway, Merrick goes out, uses the power of the wolf mask to destroy Master Org, but then the wolf mask begins to take him over and corrupt him and turn him evil. So then he goes to the Animarium warriors and he begs them to stop him before he turns fully evil. And so reluctantly, they form that flame thing around him that we saw a while ago, and they lock him away in that coffin that Zanaku was found in. It's a really cool backstory. I really love how they handle just about everything in it. And so then the Rangers figure out that the full moon is what gives the wolf mask its power. And so then they confront Zanaku and try to remind him of his humanity, but Zanaku still has the bug in his head and doesn't want to listen to it. So then he attacks the Rangers and he has them cornered. And just as he's about to kill one of them, let's see. Animus causes a lunar eclipse because he can do that, I guess. Sure, why not? Whatever. And so then, with the moon eclipsed, that takes away the wolf mask's power, and Zanaku turns into Merrick. Oh, and there's a bug on me. Off. So let's see. Zanaku is Merrick. The Rangers go over and they try to help him. And let's see. Okay. He tells the Rangers about the battle with Master Org and how he used his power to defeat him, and the Rangers want to help him break the curse. And then, meanwhile, Master Org is watching all of this, and he's like, "No, he can't remember who he is." And then, so, let's see. Oh, where'd my notes go? Okay, there they are. Anyway, he orders Nazor to get control of Zanaku again, and Nazor, I guess, causes the lunar eclipse to end? Something. I don't know. Moving on. The Rangers go looking for. Oh, yeah, Merrick runs away because he doesn't want to risk hurting the Rangers. And so the Rangers go to look for him, and they find that. Oh, that's weird. There's a typo in my notes here. It changed a word. Okay, anyway. They find him. He's become Zanaku again. Shayla, for some reason, realizes that the source of the curse is actually the Dark Wild Zords and not the Wolf Mask. How? How did you come to this conclusion? It's so weird. She's just sitting there and she's like, oh, it's actually the Dark Wild Zords, not his mask. Whatever. Okay, sure. So anyway, Danny receives a message from the Bison Zord, and it says he's calling over a friend. And then a little metal armadillo Zord rolls over, he catches it, and then a Rhino Zord shows up. They grow. They call the Megazord. They form with the Armadillo and Rhino Zords. And then they defeat the Predazord. Like, they don't even do anything special. They just, it's defeated. Okay, it's hot here, so that's why I'm moving around like this. So, oh yeah, and there's a really bizarre thing in the Zord battle. The Armadillo and Rhino Zords, let's see, the Rhino Zord forms new legs for the Megazord, and the Armadillo becomes like a soccer ball that attaches to the foot of one of the legs that the Rhino forms. And there's this bizarre CGI sequence where they're like in a soccer stadium with a cheering crowd. Very weird. whatever. I don't get it. It was weird in the Sentai version too, but it makes a little bit more sense because I'm used to seeing stuff like that in Sentai and Power Rangers. It's just, alright, sure, whatever. So anyway, they defeat the Predazord, and then Shayla goes down to find Merrick, and we see a very brief glimpse of the wolf mask broken on the ground. And then she runs over to Merrick, and then she hears the Rangers coming and hides. Again, what? Why? What? Huh? Okay, so uh, it is really hot and I'm sitting on rocks. So it's like 90 some degrees and I'm sitting on a rock. So yeah, very hot down here. So anyway, this is a weird thing. I don't usually talk about the next episode previews, the little next time on Power Rangers at the ends, but this one is particularly bad. It gives away like the whole plot of the next episode, which is not what the preview is supposed to do. It's supposed to give you like a tease, show you like, oh hey, here's something that might happen. Oh hey, you want to stick around and see this thing. But no, this one has a it's really weird. This episode ends with tension. You don't know if Merrick's okay or not. And then the next episode preview opens up with, yep, he's all right. Oh, but he's working with Master Org. Oh wait, no, he's not. He's turning against Master Org. And okay, well, at least there'll be a big battle with him and Master Org, right? And uh then his Wild Zords show up, turn into a Morpher, and he morphs. And so it's like, okay, well, his Ranger form is going to be the big secret. No, they show it. They show his like Ranger form. I don't get it. They show everything except for like his Zords. Oh wait, no, they do show the Zords. They form the Morpher. So okay, very strange. Okay, anyway, Shayla has a lot of moments in this episode where she seems to know stuff that it doesn't really make sense for her to know, and all I can guess is like maybe Animus was telling her or psychically relaying it to her or something like that. The leap to the dark wild Zords is the. It must have been Animus. Did I miss something in the episode? Okay, whatever. The wolf mask being broken is. It seems like a big deal, and it's just passed on by. Literally, Shayla walks right past it. She doesn't even notice. And, like, the wolf mask was set up as such a big deal, but then it's like, oh no, it's the Dark Wild Zords. Just destroy them, and then Merrick will be normal again. Why would it be the Dark Wild Zords? Because they were normal Zords. They show it in the flashback. They were normal, and the mask, like, turned them evil. Does the mask, like, transfer its power to the Zords or something? Is that the logic? I don't know. Yeah, why didn't the Bison Zord just call the Armadillo and Rhino Zords earlier? Because that way they could have beaten the Predazord and all this would have been over a few episodes ago. Nazor's bug is a cool concept. I'm wondering if it's still active, because I can't remember what happens next in Wild Force. I've seen it before, but it was a couple of years ago, so it's kind of fuzzy in my mind. I don't remember if defeating the Zords and like negating Zanaku's control over Merrick, what that does to Nazor's bug. And then, let's see. Yeah. So, really good, fast paced episode. There's a lot of weird moments in it, but overall, it's a really good one. I like it, and I'm glad Zanaku's arc is over with because he was kind of outstaying his welcome. I wouldn't mind if Zanaku had returned later on, like as an ally for the Rangers or as like an alternate form that Merrick could turn into, or maybe Merrick and Zanaku could split apart and go on little adventures together, which might have happened if Disney hadn't moved filming to New Zealand. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.